Welcome again to SCLC Today. We're here to bring you some more opportunities to bring about a change. You know, I was just reading the other day where Margaret Mead, the great sociologist, anthropologist, was saying it doesn't take a lot of people. It doesn't take a lot of people to make a great change. Just a few people who's committed to the cause. And that's what we're doing. It doesn't take thousands of people to get the job done. It's only about your commitment and the integrity of doing what's right. I heard someone say, don't worry about debating the legal concerns, just debate the rightfulness of all God's children. The human rights concern about who we are and what is right in terms of what we do. Don't forget about the 63rd Convention, July the 21st through the 22nd, right here in Atlanta, Georgia. We're only going to have our breakfast, and we'll talk to this more about this in the coming weeks. July the 21st through the 22nd, we're only going to have our breakfast that's going to be in person, and we'll talk about that. And our great breakfast will be one of several keynote speakers. And we want you to know that we're looking forward to your supporting none other than our 63rd convention. I want to say hello to my good friend, former state representative Tyrone Brooks. Representative Brooks, we love you, brother. Keep the Monroe Bridge project going. I will be the keynote speaker there in terms of the 23rd of July. You're doing a great job, Representative Brooks. Keep it going. The reenactment of what you've been doing in 74, 75 years ago, where you had the slaughter, the assassination, the brutal attack upon African Americans, two couples in regards to what you exemplifying and still bringing about the mindset that we must bring closure and justice to this cause. Again, looking forward to being with you, Representative Brooks, July the 23rd at the First African Baptist Church there in Monroe, Georgia. Thank you, my brother, for all that you do. The Congressional Hearings, been paying attention to that. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to be concerned. People saying, why are they doing that? You need to know the facts. It was treason. It was a corrupt mindset of people to overthrow this government. And I don't want to get all into that. And you know the facts, because sometimes you can be too political and you miss the facts. The facts happen to be that even if we regard in relationship to slavery and the historicity of the background of this country, if we followed the Constitution, mandates of the Constitution, the U.S. Constitution, the United States of America Constitution, if we would follow that to the inch degree, we wouldn't need no 1965 Voter Rights Act, 1964 Accommodation Public Rights Bill. We wouldn't need that. We need to regard and respect the Constitution of the United States of America. I am an American. I love this country. That's why I protest against the wrongfulness and the doings that's not right in terms of who we are as a country. Because I love America. I believe in the United States Constitution of America. That's what I live for. Every day we must understand that we are all of the citizenry of this country. You must realize civil and human rights equates to economic opportunities and economic rights. That's why we fight for the Constitution. It said all citizens of this country should be treated equally with equal protection from the government. Like the right to vote? Yes. In the federal government, we have respected that our protection all along was to eliminate, to bring about justice by removing Jim Crow laws. Jim Crow laws in this country. And it doesn't have to be just down south. It can be up south as well, because we are experiencing that as we speak today. Jim Crow laws was protected by the federal government, but we brought about a change with the civil rights movement of today. And it must be taught. And you can't sit back and rest on your laurels like I'm sitting back in this office and think we got it made. You must always fight for equality and justice for all God's children, regardless of the mentality or the mindset of people thinking different than you. You must respect all qualities of life. Again, gun control. You're trying to act like God when you allow guns to be used to eliminate a person's life or people's lives. You're pretending to be God. We need gun control, better controls of our weapons, and the assault weapons in particular. All guns must be restricted to responsible situations and people. We don't have to just give you a keynote speech on that. Gun control must be a part of what we do and be mandated to be protectors of all lives, and not to let people of certain mindset and certain prejudice to have the opportunity and the right to own a gun. I was just listening this morning here in Atlanta. Someone had kidnapped a baby. And I'm sadly to say, the baby was murdered. The baby was killed. What is happening in our society? No, I'm not trying to preach to you or give a sermonette, but I am trying to convey what I know is right in terms of the respectability of all our lives. Ladies and gentlemen, I just ran out of time. We've been in business for 65 years as a civil rights organization and direct action. And what I've discovered throughout my trials and tribulation, you have to continue to speak the truth. You have to speak the truth to power. And people in elected positions, people who are in appointed positions, people who serve the people in public service to any degree. I don't care if it's working for the city, in the sanitation department, or being the mayor, or being the governor of a state. Ultimately, the president of the United States. You have a right to stand up and have courage against power. Many people don't have the courage to stand up against power. Why? Because you think you're going to lose your position. If you want to lose your position, just talk about helping poor folks, helping the poor. That's why Dr. King was killed, because he believed in helping those who have been disenfranchised. And basically, the Poor People Campaign and its opposition against the Vietnam War is why he was killed. Not by a foreigner, but ladies and gentlemen, do your research. Find out who killed him. I'm not going to give it all to you. You got to do some of the homework for yourself. God bless you, because love is what love does. And I love you.